We are live. We are live. We are back again. Jasmine, what is happening? What is going on, Jazz? Can you
Hi.
hear me, Jazz? What's
Yes.
good? What is good? What is good? We are back. We are back. What's going on, y'all? Let me get this started, man. It's been like two weeks, 3 weeks, man. It's been too long, but it's been a lot that's been going on. But we've been making videos, we've been out on trips, we've been doing a lot of things, man. Shout out to y'all, Sadiqa. What is going on? Stephen White, what is good? What is going on, y'all? What is good? What is good? Let me get this going, man. Cause man, gotta get the system right. Gotta get it right, man. Missed y'all. Say what's up, Jazz.
Hey. How you
Your
guys
mic,
doing?
your mic working? You good?
I don't know, Jay.
Okay.
Is it?
See, hold on. I think you good.
Okay.
See. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get everything. Shout out to you, Sadiqa. What's going on? Shout out to Mickey. What's up, Michael Lockhart? What's going on, man? What's good, man? It's been a minute, man. It has been a minute. Yeah. Hey, it's crazy because man, we are getting close to training camp. We are a week away. The energy is there. It is so good, man. Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy. It is time to get these guys going. Time to get them going. Hey, shout out to my man Eastside Harold, man. What's good, bro? What's good, man? He said, JC, what happened to your boy Addison? Man, hey, look, man. I love Addison to death. You know what I mean? Very, very good player. Cannot wait to see him play. But gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. I think he'll be fine though, man. He's really, really young, but he's gonna have to go out there, focus, lock in, get with Minnesota, stay away from this area, wherever you gotta go. But just lock in with your team and get it going, man. But I did have a good time with him. Thank you so much for that love, bro. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I thought I put it on here. Oh, I did. Dang, I don't know if I put the picture on here. Thought I did. Okay, yeah, I did. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Got my man on there. We went to his cookout. It was such good vibes over there. Me and Jazz went over there, pulled up, and man, it was beautiful. His granddad, y'all all met, Lee Gladney. Very, very good guy. His whole family, man, very good energy. Good food too, Jazz, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Had some good ribs, man. You know what I mean?
I know. His granddad was like, you gotta try my ribs before you leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Try my ribs. And they were
I
on
know.
point. He said ribs ain't good if you got put sauce on them. They gotta be good without the sauce. So I
Right.
was like, all right now, he ain't had no barbecue sauce. It was still popping.
I know, right? I know. That's the thing, man. Whenever you can be able to make ribs without barbecue sauce and it tastes smacking, you in good working order,
That's what
baby.
they say about steak too. Like if you could eat steak with no steak sauce, that's how you know it's real good.
Right. Facts. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I missed y'all. Hopefully you guys checked out. I got shout out to my man Hoodlum too. What's going on, bro? I see you, man. Hey, but since I've been gone, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we had the DeMarvion Overshown Agent Zero video. That one dropped right after the John Machota live stream that we did. This was 2 weeks ago, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And the other day I dropped the Luke Schoolmaker. So if you guys have not seen that, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button because y'all know how that algorithm works, man. So you guys got to look out for me. Both of them are fire, man. So we definitely was bringing in content, and that's what it's all about. So let's see. Shout out to my man. Hey, what's up, Hego? What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's good with you, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to Regina. What's going on? What's good, Regina? Shout out to you. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, right? As far as Zach Martin, right? This situation is crazy to me because I haven't even had a chance to even talk about it. It's so wild. My man is in the 99 club. You know what I mean? Like I play a lot of Madden, but it's unfortunate that this year I'm not gonna be able to play Madden like that because JC Cowboys Network is so much that's going on with this channel. But just having a player like him is so important for the offensive line. If you're gonna be the guy, if you're gonna be he's the type of guy that is the anchor on that offensive line. He is the staple on that offensive line. So you want to make this guy happy. Keep him happy. Okay. A guy that is he's a gold jacket guy. a multiple time All Pro, multiple time Pro Bowler. You pay this player. You pay this guy regardless of what the situation is. I understand that we have to sign CeeDee Lamb in the future. We have to sign a lot of guys in the future. Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, but you gotta make this work, man. You gotta make it work because what he has done for the Dallas Cowboys, it is so hard to find players like him, and I got so much respect for him, man. So it's kind of crazy that this situation happens like this, but usually when Madden about to come out or the season's about to be near, this guy puts 99 overall on Twitter. It's a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. My man said, let's see what you're talking, man. He said, if you ask for steak sauce at the restaurant, you've insulted the chef. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That is a fact. Shout out to Stephen White. He said Zach is going to take Jay Lou's job. Zach? Hold on. He's going to take Jay Lou's job? Hold on. Who you talking about, bro? Like, hold on. You say Jay Lou? Yeah, because the thing is, I think that Jay Lou's going to be fine, man. I think he's one of the guys that's going to step up this year. It's crazy because I know Deron Bland is going to ball out, but sneaky guys like Jay Lou, I think he'll be able to step up, man, for us. And it's going to be some battles when it comes down to the wide receivers versus the cornerbacks. So let's see. He said, yeah, the head goat. Wait, what? I know, right? My man off the chains. Shout out to y'all, though, man. But yeah, like I said, man, it's going to definitely be good. Just having Zach Martin is huge. It's huge. But you got to lock in. You got to focus on guys like Trayvon Diggs. You got to focus on all the rest of the guys. But you got to make sure that stuff is right because when it comes down to the offensive line, 49ers, they do it. Philadelphia Eagles, they do it. So if you want to keep those guys intact, it is the heart of the whole offense. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be huge. Definitely going to be huge. All right. So, oh, yeah. And we got our ticket. Hey, Jazz, tell me that we got our ticket for the Philadelphia game, too.
Oh, y'all. December 10th, 2023.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Jazz. Hey, talk real quick, Jazz. But hey, y'all let me know if she sounds choppy right now.
Do I sound choppy? Jay, do I sound choppy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, y'all let me know.
Why?
No, because you sound choppy right now to me.
Okay, that's all you gotta say.
No, but I'm not sure to them.
It probably is. Okay, now it's not.
Yeah, they said yes.
December 10th. Yeah, now it's not.
Okay,
December 10th, we're gonna be at the game.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to tag along, you guys can tag along too.
Right. It's gonna definitely be it's gonna be dope. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Hey, shout out to you, Etta. She said, disagree, JC. Make Zach wait. He got a contract already. Yeah, I get it. I understand, but I just feel as though like he's the type of guy that he outplays his contract. So the offensive line is everything when it comes down to this team. So if you're gonna make this guy wait, and if he's upset, you got to understand that he's the type of guy that you could lose a locker room if he's one of the guys that's upset. So you will want to keep this guy. You want to have him have a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? To be sure with that. Because the thing is, you don't want to have no back and forth when it comes down to Zach Martin. But I understand that you got to get guys like Trayvon Diggs done. CeeDee Lamb, he could wait another year. But there's some guys that we got to get done. But as far as Zach Martin, it's crazy. It's going to get a little tricky, but I think that they'll be able to figure something out. I hope so, man, because I think that he is a top 2 player on our team, and we're definitely going to need him this year, man. It's going to be huge. It's going to be real big. So, hey, shout out to Stephen White. Shout out to my man, Bruce. I'm going to put, since we ain't been live in a minute, I'm going to put the invite. You guys can come chop it up with me if you guys want to. Let me see if I can be able to put this in real quick. Let's see.
Pin it.
Okay. I just added it right in there just to see if it's on there. All right. Hey, shout out to Dope Meister. What's good? All right, let's see. Oh, she said, okay. Shout out to you, Virginia. She said, as the captain, you're supposed to represent the team, not just yourself. Yeah, you definitely got to represent the team, but he's been representing the team the whole time, allowing us to, rework his contract and save money on the cap. He's been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, you know, he's getting close to the end of his career. So another year, he has no guaranteed money at all. No guaranteed money. So I think he just want to have that mental, okay, this is what I'm getting, and now let's go get this championship. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, and that's how I feel about it. I mean, if you have a guy that is a top 2 player, top 3 player on your team, you got to make sure you keep him happy. That's just what it is. But just figure it out, though. They got to figure it out with the cap, because we know Trayvon Diggs needs to get paid. What's his name? Micah Parsons needs to get paid. A lot of these guys. So it's going to be huge. They just got to figure it out. The main thing with the cap is thinking ahead. You got to think ahead, because you know sometimes things like this could possibly happen with, you know, somebody saying that they might possibly hold out or something might go down. So you got to think ahead so you can make sure everybody's on the same page. Let's see. She said, you're going to lose the locker room because you got guys that don't even have a contract, and he just jumped the room. I mean, look, I know it could get a little tricky, but like I said, this is something that they should have thought about. You know what I'm saying? If you're paying, I think, what's the guy's name? Chris Lindstrom. There's an offensive lineman named Chris Lindstrom, and I think he's getting paid $6.5 million more than Zach Martin is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure, but this can be a little crazy, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. He said they asked him to be a tackle and he refused. Yeah, he's a straight up guard. Yeah, he's a straight up guard. Yeah, shout out to you, Sadiqa. She said, I'm not giving my money away for free. I feel right. Yeah, that's just not how it works. But I mean, if you put in that work, if you are a pro bowler, an all pro, all that good stuff, you don't get injured like that. You're always on the field. You're a leader on the team. You got to make sure that's right, man, because if not, things can get a little tricky. But Trayvon Diggs, that's the thing. So let's see. Hey, Jazz, give me some shout outs, man. I need to get you some shout outs, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jameson, I see you. Bruce got the juice. What's up? Who else is on here? Eastside, I see you, Eastside. Right. Okay, Etta, hey y'all. Johnny Woods.
Hey, Woods, what's good? Yes.
He said what? Why can't we have a quiet preseason? Salute JC and your lovely co-host. Hey, if I seem dead, I'm on some medication, so I'm like, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's so crazy because they say, why can't we have a quiet preseason? You know, it's always something when it comes down to our Dallas Cowboys. It's always something. But I mean, we ain't really been in the news like that, you know, like in previous years. You know what I mean? So it's the things that we've been in the news about is picking up guys in free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like Brandon Cooks or a Gilmore. It hasn't been too much, but as long as we can just lock in and focus, man, because it's time, y'all. It is time, y'all. Like, it's the position battles. This stuff is going to be so good. And just seeing and knowing that you got the wide receivers that we do, guys like Michael Gallup, and that I think is going to have a very, very good season. I think he's going to have a solid season this year. Guys like Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, another year with CeeDee Lamb, going against Stephon Gilmore. We all know that iron sharpens iron. That stuff is big. That's why Jay Lou, I think that Jay Lou can be something for us, but I want to see Jay Lou, right? Not saying that he's going to start, okay? Because we know Deron Bland is going to be that guy at that third cornerback position. But the thing is, we know that cornerbacks, these guys got to stay healthy all throughout the year. So he is going to see some burn on the field. Being a fourth corner, third corner, he is going to see a lot of burn. So just seeing him going up against Brandon Cooks off the line of scrimmage, that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. Inside the slot, when Brandon Cooks beats you, how quickly can you recover? You know what I'm saying? Deron Bland, how quickly can you recover? Because some of these cornerbacks, when you get beat, they don't recover. And then next thing you know, they're just getting roasted. Mm-hmm. How quickly can you recover? And that's the guy that we got to have on the field when we get to these important games, y'all. It's going to be fireworks, y'all. I'm telling you. All right. Shout out to Johnny Woods. He said, true, JC, we need more positive things, though. I totally agree with you. Yeah, most definitely, man. We definitely got to have more positive things. But just the situation with Zach Martin did throw me off, y'all. Like that threw me with a curveball. And I'm sure you guys, I mean, it caught y'all with a curveball too, but I just know that what he can be for us. I mean, this season, you know what I'm saying, on top of having Tyler Smith and all the rest of the guys, if they can stay healthy, the time is now. The time is now. You don't want to have no hiccups when it comes down to the offensive line, especially with Dak Prescott, especially with him having another year. A lot of people are having a lot of question marks about a lot of players on our team. So you got to have it right when it comes down to the offensive line because the trenches matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be huge.
The trenches.
Hey, yeah. You see, he said, Dak better holler at him. Hey, shout out to you, May Jr. I think it's the first time I seen you in here. What's going on, man? He said, Dak better holler. Hey, look. Talk to him. Talk to Zach. And get him on the same page. And I feel you, bro. I feel you. All right, shout out to you, Etta. Go ahead and read that, Jazz. Oh, yeah, she said, Regina, you're so right. He could have bought. Okay, she was talking to Etta. Okay, Jones, attention after last season. Not now. Yeah, man, I know, right? It's just so much, but I think we'll be fine, though. I think we'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, he said it's your bro Mark. Okay, hey, what's good, bro? What's good? I didn't know your YouTube. What's going on, man? Shout out to you.
That's 87. It gotta be the same year y'all born. It might be somebody you know.
Yeah. That's my. We used to play in the band together, man. Played the football team, all that, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you.
What's up, Mark?
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog right there. Hey, what's good, Swain? What's going on, Swain? What's good?
Yeah, you missed the drink, Swain. It was free between 5:45 and 8.
I know, right? It's crazy, Swain, because I ain't been on in a little bit. You know what I mean?
I know.
But, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have me. Jay, you gotta have me. Look, I was trying to log into the TikTok, right? But because you can't do it because you have headphones on here. But I'm on it on IG. So look, if y'all ain't following Jay on IG, it's JC Cowboys Network on IG because I got it on live on here. But it's booming on TikTok. But I don't have the login.
Yeah, but the TikTok, I got the head.
Otherwise, I would have had all the questions on here.
Yeah, so. I know, right? Hey, yeah, we turn up. That's.
I try to sign in.
Yeah. But it's going to be good though, guys. Like, especially, I can't wait to see guys like DeMarvion Overshown. So excited. That's why I was so excited to make that breakdown that I made for him. I just want to see what kind of player he's going to be because, like, can he be a Javon Curse? Can he be one of those guys that can be flexible, play the safety position, play the linebacker position? Can he be another chess piece just like Micah Parsons? Can he be one of those guys? Because if you have another one of those guys, that just makes it better for Dan Quinn. I mean, he can just do so many different things and scheme up. That's what you need out of this player. And so excited for him. And, hey, these guys bring in athletes, man. It's going to be so good. They said, we missed y'all, family. Hey, missed you too, man. Missed you too. You already know, bro. You already know we had to slide through on a Friday, man. That's what we do, man. It's so exciting, man. It's definitely so exciting. So,
we don't even really jump in on that. I was like, oh, I'm excited. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I did have a good show with John Machota, though. That was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, because you ain't come on to that one. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah,
I was in the back though. I was behind the scenes. I was playing TV production, you guys. So I was really there, but I was just on the phone doing the chat.
Right, facts. Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be good. Like I said, man, guys like Javon Curse, if you can be able to you're bringing in a guy like DeMarvion Overshown. If he can just stay around this type of guy, you know what you want out of this player. They're pretty much the same size. They're very, very physical. You can play the big nickel, play the strong safety position. Just having him and having DeMarvion Overshown being that young guy that Dan Quinn can be able to implement in this system, that's how you can be able to make a difference, man. And I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But just having DeMarvion Overshown going head to head against guys like Deuce Vaughn, somebody that he played against in college, and those guys was duking it out. That's the type of matchups that I want to see because I know Deuce Vaughn is going to be one of the guys that's going to come with it, man. So it's going to definitely be good, man. So, all right, let's see. I put the link in too if you guys want to tap in. Let me see. I'll put it in again. I don't know. Sometimes it disappears. Let's see. Let me see if I can be able to. Let me see if I be able to do it real quick. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to tap in. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to come in here real quick, man, and holler at y'all, man. It's been a minute, so definitely wanted to tap in. All right. Let me see. Did I talk about? Okay. Damone Clark. Damone Clark is one of the other guys that I feel as though that I think is going to have a good season this year. Got a lot of respect for this player. Definitely do, because when you have spinal fusion surgery and went through what he went through last year, he didn't like dominate last year, but I just have a feeling that just having another year being in Dan Quinn's scheme, I think that he can be that leader, one of the leaders on our defense, and can get these guys going. Especially having guys like Mozzie Smith. We all know that can be able to have this guy have clear lanes, because Mozzie Smith is going to be out there stuffing the run, doing what he got to do out there. He got a lot of proof too, but I think he can be something for us. The linebackers is going to be very important when it comes down to this defense, man. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I was about to ask about him. Yeah. I'm thinking that this guy could be something for us. Last year, if I do have J-Ron Curses, though. He had 77 tackles, 8 tackles for a loss, 5 pass breakups, and 1 interception. That's good work for real at the strong safety position. And I think he missed like 2 games. So just having a player like him is just going to be good. And I think they just going to feed off each other. Say JC Cowboys Network, would you be going to Oxnard? Not this year. I won't be going to Oxnard this year, but I will be going to a couple games. And it's been a lot going on, so I'm definitely going to be going. I was supposed to go to the sports con.
Yeah, we were trying to go.
Yeah.
It's just the scheduling. It was like so last minute.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Like,
you know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah. And then, we got kids, so it's like, coordinate, because they were not coming.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. You say you can't teach heart. Damone Clark is eager to learn and be better. Our Corvettes will help jumpstart greatness in our rookies and second-year players. That's what I'm thinking that as well, bro. Fireworks, bro. That's why I say like LVE. LVE is one of the guys that I'm sure you're talking about. You know what I mean? Being that leader on the team, understanding what Dan Quinn wants out of his players. That's what you're going to get out of these guys too. I can't wait to see all those guys at the linebacker position. So what do you guys think, though? Do you guys think that they should have open competition? That's what I'm thinking. Like, have open competition. So if you got that defensive line right, you got Mozzie Smith at that one technique, it should be easier when it comes down to being able to stop the run. So it's gonna be huge. He said, who's going to tap into the show? I'm trying to get somebody to tap in. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to come in here real quick and chop it up with y'all. So, you know what I'm saying?
Flight.
Mm-hmm. He said, were you there last year? Shout out to you, Sadiqa. She said, were you there last year? I didn't go last year. So I haven't been to the training camps before, but I'm definitely trying to eventually go. You know what I mean? You know how that goes. All right. Shout out to my man, Swain. He said, DQ preaches competition. Most definitely. Just bringing in. The thing is, man, just having Stephon Gilmore, that was one of the biggest additions, because when was the last time we actually had two solid corners that quarterbacks are going to have to actually really think about where they're going to throw the ball? You know what I'm saying? Usually it's a one good cornerback. You know what I'm saying? You got your Terrence Newman, and then you got your Trayvon Diggs, but you've never had 2. Having 2 is so important. And then on top of that, Deron Bland being such a young player and being so aggressive. I mean, last season he had 5 interceptions. That should tell you all you need to know about this player. And I think it's gonna be good, y'all. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? Shout out to
what's up, Mickey?
Shout out to you, Mickey. We ain't been on in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know. We've been cooling. Yeah. Y'all miss us more when we don't be on like that.
Yeah. I know, right? I can't be every day.
Y'all know.
I got Jazz.
Got his drinks. He got the drinks on deck.
Hey, Eastside Harold, I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Yo, if y'all are on TikTok, oh, let me mute it because I actually was able to crack the code and they on here now because I'm trying to tell them to get on YouTube.
Hey, we can't hear nothing you saying.
Yeah, because I was telling them because they're all on your live stream.
Oh, they on the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you're on TikTok, go to YouTube, JC Cowboys Network, so you can join this discussion here. You see how everybody's in the comments? Come over, all right? There's a lot of y'all. So we need y'all, because we don't be on TikTok like that, to come to YouTube.
Hey, put it on mute, y'all. I got you.
Okay. Johnny, come on board. We in here, so that way you can get a part of the discussion. Cheer.
All right. Hey, shout out to Mac like Goldie. I think he's on TikTok. What's good, bro? Hey, y'all let me know right now, chat box. All right, let me know right now what matchups do you guys want to see coming up this training camp. I need to know, you know what I'm saying, so we can break it down and talk about it, man. I need to know what's on y'all mind. What matchups do you guys what do you guys want to see coming up? You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I just want to hear good things from the offensive side, and I want to hear good things from the defensive side. I want to hear about Mike McCarthy having good days, and I want to hear about Dan Quinn having good days. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing that, like I said, iron sharpens iron. When you know you're getting that, that's always good, man. That's always good. Make sure y'all smash that like button too. Hey, shout out to my girl Regina. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash that like button.
We love Regina.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man, the support. I appreciate the support, man. Y'all the only reason why I do this. If I don't get the support, it ain't no point of me doing no JC Lounge. Ain't no point of me even do it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely put in a lot of work when it comes down to you guys, man. Most definitely, man. So, hey, man, shout out to my man. Hey, oh, where'd he go?
He disappeared.
It disappeared.
He wanted to show face. Coach Marv just wanted to show that he was watching. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Sadiqa. She said, TikTok, when you get over here, hit that like button. Hey, most definitely hit that like button. Hey, Coach Marv was about to come in here, man.
I know he's about to say some fire and flames. Fire and flames.
I know. Let's see if he come back. He probably lost service. Let's see if he said it's all good. It's all good. He'll get back. But yeah, man. All right, let's see my man Stephen White. All right, he said Matt Waletzko and still. Well, I think Waletzko still going through. I really wanted one of the top right tackle this draft. I feel still won't be 100 this season. Yeah. I don't think Waletzko is either. Yeah, Mickey, because I know Mickey mentioned that too. Like, and Coach Marv, I don't think he is ready yet. Well, let's go. So situations like that is going to be big when it comes down to the offensive line. You know what I mean? That's why I say you got to get it right when it comes down to Zach Martin. That stuff is imperative. That is extremely important. You do not want to mess that up, because if you have him unhappy, guys, and you're going up against teams like the 49ers, that's when I'm going to be like, man, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that's right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So as far as the tackles, the guards, the whole newness. So, all right. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Coach Marv. He lost service, man. It kicked him out. But let's see. But as far as my guy, let's see. Let me go here. All right. And Jazz, man, hey, listen, Kansas City Chiefs, y'all done this year, Jazz. I'm throwing that out there. Y'all not. I can't with y'all.
No, I got my Parsons jersey in the mailbox. I need to go pick that up. So, we'll see. We shall see.
Hey, Parsons gonna look good in the JC Lounge.
I know. But yeah, y'all, man, just come December 10th. Come link up with us. Let's go to the Shake Shack together. If there's a Shake Shack, I'm there. So
you know, right? I know. Let me hold on. He's connected, but they said they would need to connect the mic. Okay, he's in, but I think he's trying to fix it up.
Yeah, it's okay.
Shout out Yeah, you pressing it.
Oh, sorry, honey.
All right, just press it, Jazz.
Huh? You do it.
All right. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Mickey. She said, "Okay, go ahead and read it, Jazz."
Yeah, I'm hyped to see. Well, let's go, but definitely not to take over for Martin.
Oh yeah, definitely not to take over for no Martin. Yeah, nah, no chance. But you do want to see him, if he can be able to hold up against these defensive linemen we got, because we're stacked. We're definitely stacked. That's why I say, like, the games, like the preseason games, all that stuff matters, man. Every play matters. Every snap matters. As far as these wide receivers, the pass rush, all these guys, the Isaiah Lands, the tight ends, the tight end position, Jake Ferguson, all of those guys, every rep matters. Every single rep. And that's what I pretty much was explaining when I did my breakdown on Luke's Schoonmaker. You know what I'm saying? So every rep matters. You got to make sure these guys are on point, man. 12 personnel, 13 personnel, being guys that can be able to block. That stuff matters. Hey, it all starts with Dak. It all starts with Dak, and everything else is going to work for itself, man. So it's going to be good. I don't know, Coach Marv. It's not working. Yeah, it's not working.
Maybe we boot him out and then he come back in.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, boot him out.
Okay.
And then bring him back in. We're gonna boot you out and then we're gonna bring you back in, or you click back in.
Okay.
There you go.
It's probably because
It's probably like some connectivity.
Mm-hmm.
We on the TikTok, okay, but you guys need to come to YouTube. Come on, get on YouTube. Just come on over, Antoine. Oh wait, no, that's Swain. Antoine Swain. That's Swain.
Man, she's over there talking, y'all. I just had to put her on mute, y'all, because she's talking to TikTok. You already know. See, at me, I gotta talk to y'all. You already know how that go. Hey, but look, this is one of the guys, right? I know that Malik Hooker is one of the guys that he's not the 5-6 interception type of guy, but he's the type of guy that don't put himself in harm's way. Having a guy like that that's rangy and just does his job. He calls the plays sometimes. He understands what the linebackers is doing, what the defensive linemen are doing. Just having a guy like him, he doesn't have to be the Earl Thomases. You don't have to be that type of guy. But if you can be able to keep yourself out of harm's way, that is big, and allow those cornerbacks to do their job. We play a lot of cover 3, so I'm sure it's going to be a lot of man. It's going to be a lot. But as far as him, if he can just be that rangy guy, knowing that you got guys like Javon Curse, you got Donovan Wilson, possibly overshown early. We'll see how it all plays out with him. But just having him not putting himself in harm's way, that is going to be good, man. I think that this defense can really, really be something special this season. They just got to stay humble, y'all. They got to stay humble and just take it one play at a time. All right, let's see. Shout out to Sadiqa. She said, I want to see all my sisters and brothers join on that new media raffle. I think I saw you mention that too. And with Law Nation. Yeah, shout out to Law Nation too, man. My man been posting my videos, my breakdowns. That's my dog right there. Shout out to him. All right, let me see if Coach Marv is in here. Hey, what's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I hear you a little bit. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
shout out to you,
me?
Man. What's going on? Yes, sir. What's going on? Yeah, we hear you.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Miss y'all.
Yeah, man, miss you too, man. It's been a couple weeks, man. We had to come in here, and I'm so excited for training camp. It's so crazy, Coach Marv, because it's like now with this whole new media wave, all these new content creators, it seems like the off season has flown by, and now we're getting into the regular season now so quickly. It's been so much good content. Let me know how you feel about that, man, because man, it has moved so quickly, brother.
Well, I took a little hiatus myself because I was getting some things done, and but man, it's time for the grass, man. I was went around to some of my old high schools I used to work at, and just to see the guys out there working out and getting back into playing football, and football is different now. You got guys now that can't practice when the heat index is a certain level. They're limited in South Carolina with the amount of contact that they can do in the summertime. So it's football is changing, but hopefully we can get this started and get this all the talking stop, and then we can start talking about some real things about how guys are performing, like you were talking about on your early in your show about guys that we are looking forward to seeing and how well that they're going to do at this level and how they're going to be used on this team.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely going to be special, man. That's why I was talking about guys like DeMarvion Overshown. I just want to see how Dan Quinn can be able to utilize a player like him. I know that he's going to start off on special teams, and we all know that special teams is a very, very important part of the game. But just having him, I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, we know what Damone Clark is going to do. I think that because he's one of your guys. He's one of your guys that you're really, really big on. Talk about Damone Clark real quick, man. Let us know, like, how do you feel about him going forward into this training camp and what he's going to have to do to be able to turn some heads, Coach?
Well, I'm happy. I'm high on three linebackers that we have. I'm very high on Damone Clark because of his credentials and for what he did last year for not, like I said on previous shows, not even practicing at all at the NFL level until week 7 or 8 before he put pads on, and then being thrown out there to start a game and put up the stats that he put up and put what he put on film with not having had to catch the speed of the game so late. That shows that he's got great upside. I'm eager to see what a healthy Jabril Cox is going to do. They coming off that knee injury last, didn't look right, but a whole off season now of training and getting that knee right. I'm also interested to see another guy in Harper. Harper was the linebacker coach talked real great about Harper earlier, right after the draft, because he didn't play a lot because he had a bad Achilles strain last year. But you're talking about a guy that was, in the preseason showed very well and gives you a 4.5 speed guy as well as linebacker. So I'm excited to let these young linebackers go out here and play and compete. So that's why I think when we talk about Overshown is going to be brought in slowly. He's going to have specific things that he's going to do. They're not going to overload him. They're just going to let him do what he does well. Mm-hmm. And that's what's going to bring him along. They're going to bring him along slowly because we're not in a depleted group of old guys. So there's going to be a lot of competition there. And Overshown is more of our future and splash plays this year. And if he can dominate on special teams, that could be, that can make some real big plays for us as well. But I'm really high on those three linebackers: Clark, Harper, and Coach Jabril Cox.
I think that, like, when it comes down to, I think that Clark is going to be something. You know what I'm saying? Just having a guy, like I said, man, when you got a guy that goes through spinal fusion surgery, and you were one of the leaders when it came down to being with LSU, you wore number 18, and wearing that number, that means a lot. Like, when it comes down to the scouts, you got to see little things like that. And they took a chance on this player, but I think that he can be something for us. But my question mark comes down to Jabril Cox. I got to see it from Jabril Cox. I know he kind of has the same situation as Overshown, having questions when it comes down to being able to stop the run, but being good, being able to cover running backs, that's always good. But it's the same thing. But when you have a linebacker that's like that, sometimes it's hard for them to be able to see the field, just like with Jabril Cox. I think he can be something for us, but I'm gonna give it like one more year, man, because I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to us, these guys, the older core players, they're not getting any younger, man. Zach Martins, your Marcus Lawrence, you have guys like that. Dak Prescott, that stuff is big. So the time is now for Jabril Cox, Coach Marv. Time is now.
Well, I've said this over and over again. Jabril Cox can be. He is suited. He would probably be a monster at the big nickel. That's his job. That's his position. He is not a middle linebacker. He's in the big nickel where you play the hybrid of linebacker and coverage. He covers better than any linebacker or probably just as well as any safety we have. His physicality, he's a bigger guy than Curse. And I'm not saying we're gonna put Curse on the sideline, but big nickel is where he wants to play and what is suited for him. So if we get him at big nickel, where I think that they're playing him some now, this is where he wants to be. They had a conversation with him last year, and I think Boss Cowboys spoke with him last year at one of the events, and he said, "Man," Boss brought up to the point and said, "Hey, man, big nickel." And he said, "Man," his eyes lit up and said, "Man, that's what I want to play." That's where that's his play, because now he's big enough and been in the box enough so he can play in the box, but his speed and his cover skills will make him. That's what he really played at LSU. That's what he really played at North Dakota State with that hybrid guy, and that's where he's suited for. So
and they dominated
North Dakota State. So that's if they get him some reps at big nickel.
Yeah, I mean,
if they give him some reps at big nickel, you will see a dominant Jabril Cox.
Yeah, every rep counts, man. That's why I said
he's not going.
Yeah. He's not. He's definitely not big at the middle linebacker position. That's why I say, like, that linebacker, man, it's going to be really, really, really good, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Just like I said, man, when you got guys like Mozzie Smith, he has a lot that he has to prove as well. You know what I mean? Just because he's very strong, just because they're saying that he can possibly be a 3 technique or 1 technique, whatever may have you, he's going to have to go out there and prove it. And just like I said, going against Zach Martin, getting a little bit of push. We know Zach Martin's going to beat up on you. That's what he does. But can he get some push? Can he get some push? And that's the stuff that I'm going to be looking for. Coach Marv's going to be looking for. I'm sure the coaches, that stuff matters. He's going to have to win some reps, man. So it's going to be big.
Jay, so somebody on TikTok named Brandon said, "I really wish Dallas would bring T.Y. Hilton back on a friendly deal or vet presence in the war room." Sorry.
I'm not really. I mean, it's only one ball to go around. I mean, Coach Marv, I don't know what you think about that, but yeah, it's only one ball. That's the same thing with the situation with DeAndre Hopkins. It's only one ball to go around. So, and then you got to think about it. We're talking about balls.
Right. Let's talk about when we talk about veteran presence. CeeDee Lamb is a veteran now. You don't play in this league 2 to 3 years and then say, "Oh well, I need a vet pressure." He is a veteran. He has had a year under his belt where he had mass production, where with really no number 2, but he put up great numbers. So he understands what a number 1 is in encounters now, because you saw his progression as he got used to it. You got Cooks. Cooks is a veteran wide receiver that's here, and you have to have space for your guys like the Tobers and the maybe Simi for Hoko and these other guys that have their reps where they're going to play, because you're going to have to get production from those guys, and that's what the NFL is about. NFL is about making your name, but the only way you can make your name is you got to play. So when we don't have guys that don't get on the field, we automatically say, "Oh man, they're bust." But sometimes there's no way to get on the field. And I understand we talk about Toby should have got on the field last year, but it takes sometimes some players a minute to come out there to get started. And if we thought he was going to be a monster in year 1, he would have been a first-round draft pick. right? So everybody knew that he's going to take him some time, and we got to remember these guys are drafted third, fourth, fifth round. Yes, they're going to come and be productive, but we just can't put so much unrealistic expectations on them. And I think the growth in this year is going to be well. And then you got a guy like Michael Gallup. He's a veteran receiver. He's been in the league for 4 years. Listen, he already got, got a second contract. So you don't need no more veteran receivers. Those guys, they should be enough veterans that they know how to go about a football season.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. When it comes down to Michael Gallup, like I think he's going to explode this season. But because the thing is, I think when it comes down to the knee injury that he had last year, that's a big deal. So sometimes I could take a year and a half, but if he can come in there, run those slants that he always usually do, set the tone, running dig routes, that stuff is huge. That's going to be big for Michael Gallup, for Dak Prescott, and everybody on the offense being able to set the tone. That is huge. So, I mean, I'm excited. Jalen Tolbert, he's another guy as well. I mean, this season, I want to see early on if he can be able to step up. And just like you said, like he's a young guy, so you can't. If he was one of the guys that was dominant early on in college, he'll be a first round pick. But he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can be able to groom those guys, and Mike McCarthy, he can be able to do it. You know what I mean? You can bring those guys in, and I think it can be good, Coach Vaughn. Let's see. All right, go ahead, bro.
What I'm thinking about a wide receiver is we're going to have to find somebody who's going to replace, and I'm going to say this, and a lot of people going to jump on me, right? But we got to find somebody who's going to replace Noah Brown. Now, are we talking about Noah Brown's catches? No. Noah Brown in his whole career was that guy that we don't see on SportsCenter. We don't see. They don't talk about these guys. They don't talk about that. But when they had three wide receivers, he was an inline blocker. They sent Noah Brown on cause and missions to block linebackers, to cut off defensive ends, and do downfield blocking. He was a very physical receiver that didn't care about going in there and putting his nose in there, because when you're running three wide receivers, that third wide receiver has to be able to be physical enough to not just block defensive backs. He has to sometimes block linebackers. Sometimes he got to get in, cut off defensive ends. He's got to not be fearful enough to make those key blocks. Somebody's got to take that spot. That's what Simi Fehoko was talking about earlier in this season when they were talking to him. He said somebody's got to take that dirty work that Noah Brown did that we don't talk about, and a lot of teams don't talk about, but you need wide receivers to be able to do that, because it's going to help break big runs for your running game, as well as a whole lot of other things that they do that we don't even look at. But coaches look at that, because if you don't block on the perimeter with your receivers, it nullifies your running game, because you can't get loose, because the big runs come from blocks from downfield with receivers and tight end.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, look, man, I think it's crazy. You are so on point.
Going to take up that, and it's probably going to have to be Michael
Gallup. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
If he want to make his mark on this team, Michael Gallup is going to have to be that dirty work guy, because let's be honest, unless Cooks or CeeDee Lamb go down or get hurt, Michael Gallup is not going to get no 80 catches, no 70 catches, no 1,000 yards. There is not enough balls for you to have three. You know, probably can name. So let me ask
you this:
three players on the team, receivers, to get 1,000 yards. I don't know that happened in 15 years.
Yeah. So let me ask you this:
that's not going to happen.
But if you think, I don't know. Yeah, can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me, Coach? It's kind of Nah. What I was saying was, as far as people wanting to bring in guys like DeAndre Hopkins, just like you said, like he's the type of wide receiver that he can get 50, 60 catches, but he might get 80 catches if somebody gets injured. You know what I mean? But That's why I say DeAndre Hopkins, bringing him in, that would have been it's only one ball to go around. You know what I mean? They want to run the ball. They want to be able to bring that juggernaut and play bully ball. You don't want to become a pass happy team, but having CeeDee Lamb, having Brandon Cooks and all those guys, I think that is enough. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man Stephen White said, Cooks will get separation. That type of stuff is big. You got CeeDee Lamb and you got Michael Gallup, man. I'm definitely going to be excited to see what our cornerbacks do against those guys, man, because they are athletic. So it's going to be good. It's definitely going to be good. But yeah, man. So as far as the training camp battles, Coach Marv, what are one of your top battles that you want to see coming into training camp soon?
Well, you talked about one if it's going to be. We talked about one earlier. If they're allowed to be an open competition, that's a linebacker. Because I really think that we got some guys that's very hungry and they're in their second and third year that's going to really step to the plate if they get the opportunity. That they're going to probably. I'm just going to be frank with it, and I know a lot of people are going to say it. I love LVE as a Cowboy. I think he's a very good ambassador for the Cowboys. Athletically and physically, he's not better athlete than none of the guys we named earlier. And he's not as physical as none of the guys we named earlier. Now, what he may have earlier, what we talked about is his mental capacity. But as these guys go in their second year, that margin gets shrunken too. So he's not more mentally prepared than these guys as much now because these guys are not rookies no more. So I just hope that they give these guys like the Overshawns, the Coxes, the Harpers, the Damone Clarks, and I know Michael Parsons is going to be playing some linebacker. He's not going to just be anchored on the defensive end. I think he's going to play some linebacker as well. So I just hope that they utilize these guys and give these guys a chance. Other than that, JC, it's going to be a big battle at the in some of the line positions. I think one line position that we need to really take a look at is that at the center position, Tyler Biadasz is not a lock to be the starting center because Fondiak is a very good center.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Hold on, listen what I'm saying to you. Listen what I'm saying. Even Tyler Biadasz said, listen. Even Tyler Biadasz said in his interview, I remember an interview that he had, he said he's in a battle with Fondiak.
I mean, I don't think he
fact he understands this that Fondiak has another year after this year, and Tyler Biadasz is a free agent after this year. So if it looks close, and if it's close, you gonna say, hey man, let's get Fondiak some snaps because we're not gonna sign Tyler next year.
See, but you got to think about this though, Coach. But we have not seen anything from Fondiak to just sit there and say that he about to lose his position to Tyler Biadasz. Tyler Biadasz is not a bad center. I'm not saying that he's Travis Frederick, but he's telling you that because he's telling the media that because we know the NFL is not for long. All these guys are in competition. That's what it is. I mean, you're in competition with guys all the time. But
I will say this.
But he hasn't done anything wrong like that to be able to put himself in position to lose to Fondiak.
There is nothing that you have seen from Fondiak in play when he started a game that can say that he's not a good. And when he played at center, the only reason he didn't play at center when Tyler Biadasz got hurt because Fondiak was on the injured reserve and was on the injured reserve for 4 weeks prior to that and came back 1 week after Tyler Biadasz got hurt. There's no film out there that says when Fondiak was in the game that he looked horrible. And we watched the film thoroughly. We're gonna see that he ain't bad at all, and he's more physical. And I say this again: when you got a center that's a free agent, and if you got a guy that's got another year, and if it's close, you got to get him playing time because you got too many other big pieces you got to sign. So you may let Bialis walk down the road.
I don't know.
They've been doing that the last 2 years with linemen.
Because this is what we got to understand, right? Okay, when it comes down to this,
there's no film out there that says.
But when it comes down to the offensive line, if you know that you got a good guy there, if he's solid, I'm not saying that he's an all-pro or you know what I'm saying. He's a solid guy. All right, he's not Travis Frederick, but I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like the kid, but you don't want to get too cute when it comes down to this offensive line. If you're going to be able to beat the 49ers, if you're going to beat the Eagles or whoever we're playing when these games get important, you don't want to get too cute. If you know you got a guy that's there, you roll with it because chemistry matters. Just like Mickey just said, chemistry matters. That's what I'm thinking about, Coach Marv. Chemistry is everything. You don't want to get too cute because we're getting close, man. We're getting to training camp. So it's going to be some battles, though. You kind of threw me off guard with that one.
I would say this. I would say this, and I'm going to say it again. If you watch the film on Forniak, you would not say that, JC.
Yeah.
If you watch the film of Forniak, you'd be like, "Oh, Forniak ain't bad." Because let's think about it. Forniak really, when Forniak got hurt with an ankle that took him out for 6 weeks.
Which film though? Which film
he started a game against Washington at guard.
Hold on, are we talking?
He started a game against Washington at guard and didn't play bad. He played guard, but the guy played center. If you watch his tape on center during the preseason game, you would probably say, "Man, we okay at center." But when Forniak got hurt, that made back to McGovern get hurt. He would have been. They wouldn't have had no problem when Tyler Bialis going dropping Forniak at center and going, but he got hurt for 6 weeks. And he was out for 6 weeks. I'm not saying Bialis is that bad. Is not a bad center. I'm not bashing Bialis.
Yeah, he's not.
But I'm just saying we are really sleeping on how good Forniak is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it goes back to what I was saying. This is what I just said about the receiver. We don't see guys on the field. Sometimes there's no room, and we automatically say they're garbage.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, shout out to my man DC for Life Texas.
We have
shout out to my man. Hey, shout out to my man DC for Life Texas. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for keeping the lights on JC Lounge, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. He said, "What up, Cowboys Nation? JC Cowboys, DC for Life. Let's freaking go." Hey, quest for six, man. So you think? All right, go ahead, Coach Marv. I need you to keep getting this out, man, because this is crazy. I can't believe it. I'm gonna listen to you.
Yeah, I'm not saying this. It's a battle because this is what Bialis knows. This is what Bialis knows. He know that they're gonna give Forniak a lot of if they got their guard situation right, they're gonna give a lot of reps to Forniak in practice. Because not only they're looking for, they may go with Bialis all year, but he's gonna get a lot of reps. And when you get a lot of reps, if you play well, like I think he will, then that's good for Bialis to play well. He needs that heat. He don't need to feel like he's comfortable. No player needs to feel comfortable, right? So, but he understands that these other guys are gonna get signed. They talking about Zach signing all these guys. I'm a free agent. If they got their center of the future there, they're gonna give. They're not gonna wait till the next year to say, "Okay, we're gonna give some playing time." He understands that he's not gonna get a big contract, so he already sees. And when a guy says that, JC, I remember another guy said something like the same thing that Bialis said last year in training camp. He picked up on it. I remember Jordan Lewis in training camp saying how Bland was going to play somewhere.
Oh, Bland?
Because he's seen him in practice every day. Yeah. And he's seen him in practice. He knew that if anybody slip up, that they're not going to get their job back.
Yeah, facts.
Bialis feel the same way. He sees Forniak. He knows how he plays. They've been practicing, so he gives him respect because he understands that he doesn't play bad, and that's good for our offensive line to keep him on edge, because I don't want him to feel comfortable because he knows he's in a competition, and he understands this guy got more contract than you do, and you can't pay everybody. So that's how, and he already see how you did the last 2 guards that was free agents. You ain't even give no contract. You offer him a contract.
Hey, shout out to Tavis. He said, JCI, come through the lounge. Hey, bro, I've been sending the link, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't been on in a while. I've been sending the dang on link, but I think you probably came in late or whatever. But yeah, we about to get out of here soon, but I could send it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before we
I got one thing, JC, I want to hit on, and I want you to see what you feel about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I brought up the thing about Zach Martin. So listen, obviously what they're saying is whatever Zach Martin is asking for, is he asking for an extension or he just asking for more money this year? Because he's at the end of his contract. Obviously, if he's asking for an extension, well, the Cowboys know that my idea about him walking out the door may not be, he may not have that in his mind, but we don't know when you got a 13-year veteran, and if he get any knick-knack injuries, he may walk out the door. That puts the Cowboys in a very slippery slope area. Yes, Zach Martin is all world. The funny thing is, when they came out with the Madden rankings, everybody in football thinks the Madden rankings is real football. That's a game. So anyway, but here's the Cowboys' dilemma, and this is where I feel that what happened with this situation.
So before you continue,
Zach Martin was told.
Yeah, before you continue, we know that he has no guaranteed money on that this year. No guaranteed money. Right. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Yeah.
Right.
It's not a good feeling.
This is what I was thinking about Zach Martin.
Yeah.
Zach Martin had to be, for him to go roll like this, Zach Martin had to been told long before that this was going to be done. He said, I don't like the way the talks are going, because when you have a guy like that, you probably promised him something, and when you didn't deliver after a certain period of time, he said, okay, let's take it to the street. All right? Mm-hmm. So, but the Cowboys are in a predicament because you can't give Zach Martin to fit him in the category and say, okay, we're going to sting you for 5 years. That's not a smart move, because you don't stand right. But to spread his money, right, to get his money so you don't look like no crazy money, you probably gonna have to say, well, let's go 3 to 4 years and put some 4 years on the end. But what you're scared about with Zach Martin is you don't want him to pull a Frederick on you. Mess around, have a little injury, or win, or get some knick-knack injury, and say, man, you know something? I don't want to play no more, and walk out the door. And we just got finished of Frederick off the cap for when he retired. He was on the cap for about 5 years.
Hey, we just finished that.
You don't want to say that with Zach Martin, so you got a very slope there.
Yeah.
So what is the length of time that you're going to do? But I would always say this: Zach should not be the first. You do your young players first. Diggs, Steele should be done first. They're your future. Yeah. They're your cornerstone.
You said Diggs and Steele. You said Diggs and Steele?
Yeah, because they on what we call lame duck contract. They on lame duck contracts, 1 year. So Diggs is on a 1 year deal. If I was Diggs, I wouldn't come to some of the training camp myself, because his future money is riding on this year. First, he can lose a lot of money. He needs his contract. He's outplayed his contract of a second round pick. He needs to get his money. Steele has outplayed his undrafted free agent status by far. He needs to go ahead and get his contract. and it's almost time. Like I sent you that message on Twitter, right? And I don't know if you've seen the message I sent you, right?
Yeah.
But play that message I sent you on Twitter, and is my man Cuba Gooden saying,
"Oh yeah,
show me the money."
Show me the
it's
money.
time for Jerry Jones to show us the money. We are
money.
$1 billion company. We are $2 billion franchise. And
Yeah.
JC, CBS Sports said they have, in the last 7 years, the Cowboys have spent less cash money in any other team in the NFL on players, on paying players. So it's time to come off of these big bonus checks. You can fit them in, push the can down the road on these few players, but it's time, Jerry, just like you have always said. Remember Jerry always said, we like our players, right?
Yeah, hey, we love our players. Jerry, that's what he always say.
Sign our own.
Yeah.
Don't they say we
sound like Steven?
Own, right?
That's like, shout out to you, bro. Let me get to Dwayne real quick. But hey, shout out to you, man. He said the Cowboys would be crazy not to restructure Zach Martin's contract. If he wants an extension, he can play 4 to 5 more years. He's a Pro Bowler. Hey, shout out to my man Keystone Tavis Banks. Dude, hey, bro, you can break that down. Hey, what's good, bro? You can go ahead and break that down for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because my man came in with that fun, with that fire. You know what I mean? So with Zach Martin. So.
Yes, sir. When you're looking at Stephen Jones, knowing that he's supposed to be the face of the organization going into the future, he was the one that laid down the blueprint, making it seem that we're going to sign within our players and we're going to rely on the draft, and that's going to be that. So we all know free agency is not his strong point. He don't like big names, especially when it comes to big money. Us as Cowboy Nation, we know what time it is. He's not going to do it. He laid it down, and he's doing everything that he can to stick to his word. But I'm sorry. You thinking all of these new players that's going to come in the league, you already killing chemistry on top of chemistry. And you really think that that's going to work? It's not working. Y'all been trying this after the Aikman era. Never mind that, and you failed.
It's gonna be. It's gonna definitely be.
Y'all nugget. I gotta go. We got a storm here.
JC,
we got y'all to talk about on future show.
Yeah.
Let me give you this nugget right here. The NFL is going to a point. Check your research out on this. The average life of an NFL player is almost 3.5 years now, and has failed for the last 5 or 6 years. First round draft picks, you're gonna find it hard, starting with even Michael Parsons, of getting second contracts with teams. Because teams gonna get their juice out their orange for the first 5 years, and let them walk for the next 2 or 3 years. They're gonna be at top level.
It's gonna be exciting.
That's where the NFL is going, because the players thought that the 5-year and the 5th-year option was a good thing then, but that's when the NFL life was longer for players. But as it gets shorter, you're gonna say, let's take a Parsons. Let's say he MVP for the next 2 years. He done gave you probably his best years, his first 5 years.
It's coming.
So you gonna sign for another 5 years when he?
Yeah, it's coming.
That's the life of the NFL, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of these guys, they ball out on their last year of their contract. It's so crazy because I'm a Davis, let me know when you can tap back in with me, because I'm a probably go live like Monday or Tuesday or something like that, man. Definitely gonna have to tap in and talk about the running back position. It's so much stuff to talk about. Can't wait to see how this all plays out. But man, I think that now, you know what I mean, when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys, they got what it takes, guys. You got all the athletes. There are no excuses when it comes down to these guys. Dak Prescott, he has the skill set. Don't care what they say about our quarterback. We know if you build around this guy can get it done. Mike McCarthy, there's no excuses. We know what he can do. Dan Quinn, another year with him. With that defense, we know defense wins championships. It's gonna be good, guys. I can't wait. What's his name? Bones Fossil. That's gonna be good too on special teams, guys. I cannot wait. It's gonna be good, man. But yes, we're gonna be live again, Jazz. We're gonna be live.
I know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for joining, Coach Marv. It's always a pleasure. Tavis, I'm glad you tapped and tuned in.
Yeah.
Hey,
Enjoy your
JC,
weekend.
Hey, Coach Mark.
JC and Miss JC, let me tell you something, man. It's very important what y'all did for being off of some time. We make sure it's very important, man. Family is first. And you keep family strong, everything else rolls good.
Yeah.
Salute to y'all, man. Keystone. Hey, you know we're gonna holler, man. I got some college players I want to ask you about black college football, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. All right, y'all. Shout out to y'all, man.
JC.
Y'all so much. Yeah, what's it? What you say now, Keystone?
Yeah. Whenever I'm sorry.
Oh, he's driving.
Oh, yeah,
That easy, so it'll work that way.
Twitter.
Oh, he said.
Send the link on Twitter.
Okay. I will. Okay. Yeah, because we got. we definitely gonna turn up.
Even if you drop it in the chat.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Crazy.
Like unplugged. My bad, dog. Yeah, my bad. Hey, man, love y'all so much, man. Hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend. You know what I'm saying? Always start off the weekend coming into the lounge, talking Cowboys football. We are so close. Like I said, my man Keystone, hey, shout out to you, man. Much love to you. Thank y'all so much. We'll talk to y'all soon. Gone.